Good morning from beautiful southeast Oklahoma. Welcome to Flyover News. Yes, we are Flyover News. Man, the weather is beautiful this morning. It's about 75 degrees. It's going to be hot this afternoon, but it's nice right now. We've been having this kind of weather except for last weekend. Last weekend, we got 3.2 inches of rain in about 24 hours, and our pond project is now on hold. You know, we had the dozer reserved, been wanting to do the project for a long time. Had it all planned out, and in August we get all this rain, and so it's amazing. 3.2 inches of rain puts about 10 inches of water in your pond. I don't know how that happens. You would think it would be too dry and it would just soak it all up, but apparently it all ran in. So we have to wait for a while, let it dry up a little bit. We've got the dozer scheduled for a couple weeks out, so maybe it will dry up enough. In the meantime, we've got all kinds of stuff we've been doing. You know, I got the brush hog fixed really good. I did it right, sheet metal on it and all that kind of stuff. I'll show you a little bit of that. And we've just been doing the regular stuff. It has been hot. You know, it's 100 degrees, 100 plus degrees in the afternoons, 112 feels like temperature and all that, and we're old. That doesn't work good for us old people. But anyway, we appreciate you guys watching, and we'll show you some of what we've been up to. And we want to thank all the subscribers. If you like this channel, please click like and subscribe, all that stuff. You guys know all that stuff, and have a great day. Thank you. Well, in the last 24 hours, we've got 3.2 inches of rain. This water's up. It's up 6-8 inches. It's up a lot. So this is going to push our project back. I called the bulldozer place and told them we can't have it on Wednesday. See, I'd cut this. This was all dry. I mowed in there. It was dry. This was mostly dry out in through there. Mostly dry. The only real water was down there, and it's all back in. So this is not going to happen this week. I got tentatively, I'm going to get it a week from today. This is Monday. I'm going to get it next Monday. And see, I'd cut a little path right there so this water to drain that, so that have to keep draining. We'll see what it does. Okay, this is the second go around. I'm gonna see if I can fix this a little better this time. I've got a piece of sheet metal and I'm cutting this out through here. I'm gonna cut it more square. You can see where I've got it marked, and I'm leaving that bolt hole and that bolt hole to bolt the rubber piece on. And so I should be able to weld a piece of sheet metal in there. After I get it cut, I'll bang that out a little bit more right here, see if I can get it a little straighter, and weld a piece of sheet metal on it, and then go from the inside of these holes and drill through the sheet metal so I can put the bolts through and bolt the rubber piece back on. The sheet metal is 36 inches. I'll completely cover that. I'll start right down here, grind the paint off, start right down here, and weld all the way down to somewhere in there. So we'll see how this comes out. Okay, overall that came out pretty good. We'll see how much I can straighten that. It's pretty hot and humid, so it got the little fan. It's on low. It's got a high that'll blow you out of the chair, but see if we can move some air here and see if we can work on this. Okay, ideally you would heat all that up and then bend it or hammer it out or something. I don't have the torch to do that, so what I'm gonna do is try to put a pipe wrench on it like this, put a cheat like that, and put a cheater on it. And see, I got the fire girl out here. She's my designated lifter, and we'll see if we can straighten that up a little bit and not get anybody hurt. Bring the pipe over here. And I want that in. Hold it. There you go. All the way up. Now, pull up. Okay, just hang on with you. It's gonna put the back end has to go down. Okay, let's go. Back end has to go down. Got this kind of clamped in place. I think I can make it work pretty good. I'm going to weld it right there first. Got it scraped off. I think it'll weld pretty good. Got a little bit of a gap here, but we'll work that closer as we go along the way. And we'll see if we can weld that on and then drill the holes in the bottom so that I can put the rubber piece back on. This is made so that it comes up, it gets shorter here than it is on the sides. And then the rubber sticks down below it. That's the way it's made to work, so stuff will come out the bottom. All right, we got the side. I'm gonna weld a little bit on top. We'll start right here. Weld this way first. Starting to look like I know what I'm doing. Starting to look like this. All right. I'm gonna weld, got a rod laid in this gap here. I'm gonna weld on top of the rod. Just beautiful. Like I say, I'm not a great welder, but that isn't ever coming off. Cut it off, it's just right, it's welded on there. It is solid. Put a lot of rod in it, melted some rod in it. It's not coming off. Painted it, and it'll be really good. So the other thing that I did is I bought a top and assembled the top. A little bit of a challenge. It comes with almost no instructions. Bunch of bolts, bunch of pieces. You just got to kind of figure it out. But it seems to be okay. That's supposed to be Kubota orange to match the tractor. It's close. You have to get away from it. It's not quite as close, but it's all right. So it's adjustable, different. You know, it's got like little notches on it. It's not like highly adjustable. You can tip it up or down like that. But it bolts to the top of the rollover bar, and maybe to keep a little bit of shade, sunshade, keep a little bit of sun off of me when I'm out in the middle of the pasture. So I'm uptown right now, that's for sure. It won't go in the shop with it rolled up. So I'll have to take the top off of it whenever I decide to lock it up in the shop. But it's not too hard. These little wheels right there, they turn, adjustment, there's 4 of them, 2 on each side. I think you can see them there. You loosen those, it comes out, comes off. Got handholds right there in the middle, right there and there. So it's not too bad, but we'll see if I like it, see how well it works. Every time it storms, we have 2 or 3 of those somewhere. There's another mess. This is on the edge of the pasture by where we're gonna do the dam, do the pond. Man alive, what a mess. What a mess. That's pretty good size too. All in through there. I mean, that's 20 inches across up there. Man, what a mess. Right by the road, yeah. So that'll give us something to do. Since we can't do the pond, we can work on that.
Looks like there's a brush fire in our future.
I'll be walking out if I go. I was just passing through. Must be 7 months or more. Ran out of time and money. Looks like they took my friend. Oh Lord, I'm stuck in a low die up
Me and Cooper are back here in the we call it the loop trail. Man, you can tell we've had rain through here. It really changes the looks of everything. Could be a beautiful day though. So whenever it storms real bad, this is kind of what you get. You know, I have to measure sometime. We've got, I think, over 3 miles of trails through the woods. You know, a bunch of old trees, old woods. You just got to expect that. It's not like it's a big deal. I can go around it, but you know, eventually we'll come clean all that mess up. Now this big one here, that's pretty long. We'll use a tractor, we'll pick it up, and maybe cut it in two, and then that's why we burn stuff all the time. We get comments on how many fires we have, but you know, it's just a full-time job keeping all this stuff picked up. And I mean, you could not pick it up, you could just let it all go away, but we really like being able to drive through the woods and get through in the trails and see everything, so we'll get it all cleaned up. So this is kind of a case in point, as I was saying. All of these are limbs and trees that have gone down all through here, through the trail and through this area. And I pushed them all under the trees here, right along the tree line, while they dry out and are doing that. Here in another couple, 3 months, I'll use the grapple and the tractor. We'll pull it all out here in the middle somewhere, probably right down in there, and we'll burn it all. I don't want to burn it against these trees, but we'll burn it all and cut it up a little bit if we need to, and have a heck of a fire. But there's a lot of stuff in there right now. Cooper and I went for a drive through the woods. We came back and they're all in the runaround waiting on us. You know, we feed them twice a week, cattle cubes and stuff. We got mineral blocks and all that for them, but we feed them a couple times a week. And when they hear that ranger, they know that it is time. They come charging. So they heard it out there and woke Janice up. If I were to feed these guys before Janice got out here, she might not speak to me for a couple days. I don't know. She loves feeding the cows. So got the bucket ready, just waiting on her to come out. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning. We'll get them fed and on to something else. Yeah, I don't know if I said it or not. We feed them twice a week. And of course they've got cattle, they got mineral blocks and cattle cubes and all that stuff. We feed them cattle cubes. They got mineral blocks and salt and all that out in the field, but they love cattle cubes, that's for sure. Sam, how you doing? Okay, I bought some fly spray too. I'm gonna get some fly spray.
I swear I didn't see, but if you're really going away, here's some final words from me. Baby, write this down, take a little note to remind you in case you didn't know. Tell yourself I love you and I don't want you to go. Write this down, take my words and read them every day. Keep them close by, don't you let them fade away. So you'll remember what I forgot to say. Write this down. I'll sign it at the bottom of the page. I'll swear under oath, 'cause every single word is true, and I think you need to know.
It is serious hot out here. I put 2 bolts in it, 2 more bolts in it, so it's all buttoned down nice and neat. Used it a little bit this morning, came out good. So, you know, it's not beautiful, but it does do the job pretty good.